This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Good evening, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. In yesterday's class, we had seen data warehousing architecture and how the dimension table are, linked each other, and how factor tables and dimension tables are linked, and how we need to execute the dimension table, what a table we need to execute first, and what table next, and how to sequence them and how to order them. All of them we had seen yesterday. Clear? Now, today I wanted to understand a few more things. Okay, so one of the important thing is that we have created a SSS package to perform the incremental loading, right? When you perform the incremental loading, it is happening fine. But the first question is that how do you improve the performance of the package? Compulsory interview question. You are doing the incremental loading of the SSS packages. For that, we were using a lookup transformation, right? So we were inserting the data, updating the data, but how do you improve? How do you improve the package performance? Okay, so now the big issue in this package is that I am, no match data I am inserting here and matched data I am updating here. But unfortunately, I am using OLADB command to update the data. Clear? So if you have OLADB command to update a large amount of data, it will be very, very slow. Why? OLADB command is very, very slow because remember this point. OLADB command is very, very slow. Why it is very, very slow? I'll tell you. It is going to be performing row by row operations. I would have told you in my class. Okay. So it performs, okay? It performs what? It performs row by row operations. Okay. Row by row operations. For example, if I wanted to insert 50,000 rows, it's going to be inserting row by row. If I wanted to delete 10,000 rows, it is going to be deleting row by row. Or if I wanted to update 50,000 rows, it's going to be updating row by row, row by row. Okay. If somebody is doing row by row, then it will become very, very slow. Clear? So here I'm going to be using OLADB command because inside the data flow, I have only one transformation I have for updation. That is OLADB command transformation. Clear? So this is a transformation, but the problem is that it is very, very slow. It is going to be performing, it performs row by row operations. It is not going to be performing batch operations. Clear? So OLADB command is used to work with the SQL statements. Any SQL code, any SQL command you can write. But the problem is that it is part of the data flow, and it performs the row by row operations. Because of this, it is very, very slow. If you are updating large amount of data here, then definitely this package will take a lot of time. Okay. In one of our real-time project, we were getting a lot of data from the DB2. DB2 means what? The data was stored in the mainframe technology. Mainframe is used to store a lot of banking data in earlier days. Nowadays, nobody is using mainframe, but mainframe is an application. It is storing the data in the DB2, and all the data is the banking and insurance sector data. We were approximately getting a 20 millions data. 20 millions data we were loading. So what we had done, we had created same package with the lookup and everything. So here we are loading no match data and matched data. We were giving it to one more lookup. Then if it is updated, then we are updating with the help of OLADB command. Since there were a lot of updations in the mainframe, because customers will update phone numbers, address, they may transfer from one branch to one more branch. Lot of dimensional data is being updated. Every time we're getting 20 to 30 million data being updated. So when we use OLADB command and try to update the data, it used to take 30 to 40 minutes to load completely, 20 millions data. Okay. My architect, he was telling us replace the OLEDB command with the execute SQL task. So if you wanted to do any updation, you can also use execute SQL task. But only thing is that execute SQL task is not available in the data flow. I cannot go and drag and drop execute SQL task here because this, SSIS toolbox will change. So he was telling us simply simply instead of using OLEDB command, he was telling us to replace the execute SQL task. But if I wanted to execute a SQL task here, I cannot do it in the data flow. I have to do it in the control flow. So what we were doing, we were not updating anything here. Clear? Try to understand. We were not updating anything here. Simply, we are taking complete data. Instead of using OLEDB command, no match output we are getting. So instead of using OLEDB command is very, very slow. My, architect was asking us to execute SQL task. Why? Because it performs what operations? Batch operations. What is the meaning of that? If you wanted to delete 50,000 rows, it is going to be deleting not one row by row by row. At a stretch, it's going to be deleting 5,000 rows at a time, 5,000 rows at a time. It is what is called batching operations. Clear? Since it is going to be performing batching operations, it is very, very fast. Okay, it is very, very fast. So instead of using OLEDB command anytime if you see OLEDB command transformation, if you use not only in this, anywhere, the package will become very, very slow if you have large amount of data. Clear? So instead of that, you're going to be using execute SQL task because it performs what? Batch operations. Batch means at a time. If you wanted to insert 10,000 rows, at a stretch, it can insert 5,000 rows or 10,000 rows at a time or 1,000 rows at a time. It creates a 10 batches. It creates a 10 batches and it can do things like that. Clear? And it is very, very faster. So this is very, very important thing that you need to understand. So my architect clearly told Bhaskar, don't use OLEDB command. So whatever be the data, you store the data in one more temporary table. Clear? So I destination here, updated data, no match data. I wanted to send it no match data. I am not updating here. I wanted to store, create one more a temp table and store it there. Clear? So let me double click on this and I'm going to be using data warehousing. This new table name is the, let us say, temporary table underscore policy. So this is the table I would like to use it. This is a temporary policy table that I wanted to use it. So all the data I wanted to have it as it is. Now let me put like this. Clear? So now click on mappings and all the data will be here. So as it is going to be coming all the data, you simply put it in the temporary table. You are not updating it here. Clear? So that data is available somewhere here in one more table. So the table now created, it is inside your here. Okay, so let me go. Try to understand. There is a temporary table would have been created now, temp policy. Let me go there and refresh. Now where is a temp table? This is a temp table got created. Select star from the temporary table. If you update any row, that row is going to come here. I don't have any data as of now. Clear? Let me execute this package. Right? Because I did not get any data. But if you update any row, that row is going to go there. So I think we have few commands to update some data. All right, let me go here and try to update some data. Let me go to some scripts. Let me update something in the TARDIS. Okay. So what is that I would like to update? I wanted to update some data here. So update policy. So I wanted to do it in the TARDIS. So same thing. Let me go. Select star from the dimension dot so dimension dot policy. Let me execute it. I'm getting some data where let me take one clear. So here I have one column called domicile. Okay. So this is the column I wanted to update it. Let me write the column data as well. Domicile. So this is the data. So this value is USKS. I wanted to update for the same where class. Okay. I wanted to update. So in the TARDIS, from there it is going to come. So I don't want to update TARDIS. I would like to update directly in the staging. Okay. Stage underscore policy. I wanted to go to stage table and I would like to update this. If I have some data there, I wanted to update. What is this? So domicile and the master title also she is updating. Both of them we are updating it here. Okay. Before updating it, let me read the data. Select star from the stage policy and take the where clause. See the data. Actually, we need to update in the TARDIS, right? So let me take master title and these two things I would like to show you. Okay, these two columns. I'm simply writing them. What is the actual values? I have Phison manual and USKS, right? These things now I wanted to update. So one row got updated. Now you read the data. What is the data you have? This is India. Now what I'm trying to do, let me execute this package. If I execute this package, the source is having this two and the destination is having something else. What is the destination? Destination is here. I wanted to show you for the same master number. You need to verify, okay, some same master number. What are the values? So you don't have master title here. Invalid. Master title is not there. Let us only concentrate on this value. Okay. So now it is ESKS. So here we had India. Clear. Let us concentrate on only this because master title is no more there. Clear. So this is not required for us to test it. So I had modified this to here and now the same row has to go. as India here, it has to go. Clear? Now what I do, I had modified the whatever be the row got updated, only that row will sit in the temporary table. It is not going to update anything. So let me save and execute the package. Okay. So we are not updating anything. Now you will be able to see one row in this table. Okay, this is a temporary table. In this, you should be able to see the updated data. In this, you have what is called as a domicile. Let me show you domicile here. So you will be able to get the domicile India, but the same domicile did not come to the destination table. Destination table is dimension.policy is still available in this. So what you need to do using this table, you have to update the same thing here. Clear? So temporary policy where the updated row is available now. So this is the row which has got updated. So what you supposed to take? You supposed to take this and take the values from this table, update the values into this. Clear? For doing that, you have to use, you need to join these two tables. Let me say, select star from the dimension policy. This is the as destination as a D. Join. This is my source, right? So this is the data. It is available here. Let me as S, or you can say this could be A or this could be B. Doesn't matter. Okay. So you are giving a names dimension dot policy as A, join policy as B. Always you need to use the business keys. What is the business keys? These are the business keys, right? On A dot master number is equivalent to B dot master number and A dot master sequence is equivalent to B dot master sequence. Okay. So this is the what you need to join because I have some data here. I have only one row. I am able to join this row. Only one row I have, and that I'm going to be joining with this row. So end of the day, it is inner join. When I say join, it is completely inner join. So this row is going to be mapping with this row. Clear? So what is happening, I'll tell you. If you go to your Excel sheet, that is understand step by step. So what we are doing, I'll tell you. So this is your employee table. Okay. This is your dim employee table. Now this is employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Okay. So this is the data. I have it. Now, so I have to create a blank table here. I have some data. John 1000 to Kiran, let us say 2000. I have some data. So when you perform incremental loading, all the data is going to come. So we have OLEDB command or OLEDB source. Then after that, we put one lookup. All of them we were doing it, right? So after that, no match data. We are simply inserting here and match data. We are giving it to one more lookup. And after that, what I'm doing, I'm not updating here. Unmatched data from lookup. Match data will go to lookup. From here, I'm going to be taking no match data. No match data, I am dumping into one OLEDB destination. This is a temporary table. That is what I'm doing. So let us understand step by step what is going to be happening. So this is the one. Then lookup is going to be happening. Then we have match data and unmatched data. For example, now let me include, let us say Peter and 2400. Now let me update this to 1200. Now what is going to be happening already, right? So matched data, 1 and 1 is matching. So these two rows are going to be coming this side as a matched data, right? So this row is going to be going here as a no match data. From here, it is going to be coming and it is getting inserted here. That is fine. That already we know. Now, matched data, we got it here. Now, in the second lookup, I am completely checking whether everything is same. No, it is not same. It is no match. So only no match data has to come down. No match data will come. This is completely same. So this I am not uh, from here I am going sorry, from here two rows are available, but only one row is going to come and it is going to be sitting in the OLEDB destination. It is not gone yet. It is not gone yet. It is going to be storing in one more table. So this table is called temp policy, or you can say temp employee. Clear? So one row is available here. Now what I do, I take this row. So temporary table and dim employee table, I join it. So how do I join? I say select star from dim employee as a join temp employee on a dot. So I'll say a dot employee ID is equals to b dot employee ID primary. So I'm going to be joining. When you're joining, what? You're joining this table and this table. So what is going to be happening? 1 and 1 is going to be happening. So what is going to be coming? Only one row is going to come. So you have employee ID is going to be there. And this row is going to be coming here, because I would like to say this is the row, it's going to be coming here, and this is the row, it is going to be coming here, because I have used dim employee as a. Okay, so it is going to be going one and this one is getting mapped. So matched data from this table is going to be coming left hand side. This data is going to be coming this side. If you say temp, if you say temp underscore emp as a, so then this row will come first. Clear? So like that, whatever you write, so that table data is going to be coming here. So this is the data, the destination table data. This is the table data, updated data. So what you need to do? So you need to update, remember this name, you need to update it to this name. That is first thing. And this salary, you have to update it to this salary after joining it. Clear? So John and John, there is no name change, but 1200 is will get overwritten by 1200. It was 1000, so this will be overwriting by 1200. See, this update is going to be happening with the help of execute SQL task. Clear? So I am storing all the data into one table called temporary table. Using temporary table, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to update the columns. Clear? That is what I'm going to be doing. So now you go. So what I would like to do, I have joined dimension policy as a, and this one I have joined. So I will be able to get only one row, because temporary table has one row, 1 and 1 is matching. Only you will be able to get the updated data, that data. Clear? Now I wanted to update. This is one row, you got it. What all you need to update, that you know. So after joining, if you wanted to update, you have to remove this. You say update. Update, say what? Update A. A means this table you would like to update. This is a syntax. Joining two tables, then updating syntax is different. Update A, and what all you need to update, that list already you have it set. So what all columns we need to update, that already we know it, right? So what columns we need to update, that information already I know from the ETL mapping document. When I go to dim policy, only this columns I have to update. One is that these two columns and or domicile and all of them. I'll say these columns. I'll be writing one by one there. That's it. So go, what you need to update. So A dot year of account need to be updated with B dot year of account. Okay. B means the data will be available here. Okay. So it is a B. So and A dot, A means this table reference is going to be updating with B dot. So like that, you need to put comma and keep on writing what all you need to update. Go there. Now the next one you need to update domicile. Copy this. Now always you need to write domicile. So what domicile? A dot domicile is equivalent to B dot domicile. What is the meaning? Whatever be the data that you have it in domicile, that will be updating to the A. What is A? A is this. So data will come from B table. What is the B table? B table is this. So what B has? B has this. Clear? B table has this, and this data. Sorry, this is A table. B table domicile is somewhere here. What is the B table? India, I think. The India is going to be coming there. Clear? So that is how we need to update. So what are the columns? This is the one, and these two also. Columns will be available. Only you need to say A dot. That's it. A dot is equivalent to B dot. That's it. Control C and Control V. You make it B dot, and at the end you need to put the comma. Now expiry date. A dot expiry date is equivalent to B dot expiry date, comma. Is there anything else? That's it, nothing else. Okay. So these columns need to be updated. So go back here and remove this and go. And this is what you have to write. And after updating this, so this is how you need to update this column. After updating, whatever be the data that you have in this table, this data you need to truncate it. So you go, you truncate the table. What table you need to truncate? This table. So all the data you need to remove it and say go. Clear? So this command I wanted to copy, go here, and I am getting the updated data here. Now go to the control flow. Before logging, what you do, you drag and drop one more execute SQL task. Now you're updating it. So this is the one. Okay, update is happening. Update dim policy table, and double click on this and connect it to the data warehousing. Lookup, and you go, you copy and paste this. Okay, remember to truncate the temporary table. Click on OK. Clear? So this is going to get the data to the temporary table. Now after that, with the help of execute SQL task, what I'm doing, I'm updating, because this update SQL task, update dim policy, this is execute SQL task it is doing. It is going to perform. I have only one row. Even though you have a 20 million data, 20 million data, if you have it in the temporary table, it is going to be updating with a fraction of seconds. Clear? So we had a 20 million data being updated. Earlier it was taking 30 to 40 minutes time. When we replaced the same updation with the help of this, it was taking hardly 7 to 9 minutes. Clear? So total data, we had a 20 millions data being updated every weekend. But when implemented, so we were not updating here. So whatever be the data that got updated, the data we are dumping into one more table. The table is called staging table, or you can say the table is called as a temporary table. We are loading the data. It may be one row, or tomorrow it may be, this row is also got updated. Okay. It may be lot of rows. Kiran Raj. Okay. So this data is going to come here. And now these two rows got updated. Two rows are going to be coming here. And so when you map it, so this data is going to come here. For 2, we're going to be getting this data as well. So what will happen? So now here, when you write that command, so this name will get updated and this salary will get updated like this. Okay. So this was the, I think we have done it ulta, right? So 1 minute. Let me show you like this. So this is the data is going to come this side. This is a table A, this is a table B. Okay, this is come to this side. So this is a table A. Remember this. This is what is called a table B. Okay, so table A is this and table B is this. Now I'm saying, A dot name is equivalent to B dot name. So that means what? It is going to be taking this name is going to be overwritten by this. Okay, and Kiran, this will be overwritten, so this data will get updated here. Okay, and this salary will be 1200 and this 2000 will become 3400. That means if you update this column or this column, that is available in the B and this is available in the A, so it will get mapped. Clear? And always you say A dot name equals to B dot name. A dot salary equals to B dot salary. Okay. So that is what you need to give on condition employee ID. Clear? So that is how you have to update it. So what you guys have to do? You guys have to create one temporary table here. You simply double click on this and click on new. When you click on new, all the columns will come, right? So you simply go, you set temp underscore policy. So you will be creating one more table and later you have to come here and before logging, you drag and drop executes equal task. This is the statement you should write. Right? So after joining the table, you remove, you need to say update. You should not write update dim employee. It is not going to work. If you write, it is wrong. You need to say alias. Update A set. What all you need to set? A dot name is equivalent to B dot name. Clear? Comma. A dot salary is equivalent to B dot salary. Okay. So by joining two tables, how to update? So this is very, very important. Tomorrow, if you wanted to check the data, simply you put select star and execute this, whether you're getting proper data or not. So then you remove the star and try to put the from here. Then after doing this, you say go. This is very, very important. Truncate a table and the temporary table data you should compulsorily truncate means delete. So this is the command that you need to give as part of your executes equal task. So this will be in the TARDIS data warehouse. Clear? Connect and give this command. That's okay. Now, who's updating your data? You're not updating with the help of a data flow. Updated rows are available in the temporary table. Now, using the temporary table, you're updating dimension policy with the help of a executes equal task. Executes equal task is going to be performing batch operations. Because of that, the package performance is improved a lot. Clear? So this is one more important concept that you have to understand every time. Okay? Very good. Clear? So this is very, very important thing that you need to understand always. Clear? How do you improve the performance of the package? Can you give me at least 1 or 2 points? Okay. We have a couple of points that we're going to be discussing, but this is a very, very important point. Lookup is very good, but lookup with the OLEDB command transformation is very, very bad. Why? OLEDB command is going to be performing a row by row operations, row by row insert, row by row update, row by row delete. Clear? But I wanted to perform batch operations. That is where we're going to be using executes equal task instead of, OLEDB command transformation. So this is the a complete incremental loading with the lookup. Clear? So you have to simply go to your packages and everywhere you're updating. When you go to currency, what are you doing? If you go to data flow task, you simply, no match data putting into OLADB. So when you go to OLADB, you would have written a command, right? So this command you're doing. So I don't want to update anything here. Let me delete this, and simply what should I do? I have to drag and drop OLADB destination, no match data, no match data, that you need to give. So many people will put match data, then gone. No match data, no match data should go here. So this is a F2. F2 means a rename. So this will be a temp table that you're going to be creating. This is a currency table. Go and go to the TARDIS here, and don't go to the stage. Go to the TARDIS. This is destination data warehouse. Create a new table. The table name is called what? A currency temp or temp currency, whatever the naming convention you follow like that. Temp currency. Clear? So this is the table. Click on OK. Click on mappings. Now it is fine. It is coming. Now we go back to the control flow and you remove this. Before logging it, you put this. Okay. Now you connect. Now you go and double click on this. Go to the destination TARDIS lookup, and here you have to write the code. Okay. So now how to write the code? Now I told you this is a template table, temp currency. Select star from the temp currency. Now I don't have any data. So this I'm going to be using with dimension.currency. Okay. So now we can say as a join, whatever be the data tomorrow comes here as B on what is the business key? Business key, if you go to currency table, the business key is currency code. So you will have A dot currency code is equivalent to B dot currency code, control C and control V. I don't have any data, I don't get anything. Otherwise, you will get the matching data. Clear? So after you getting the data, you have to remove, say update. What I need to update? Update always A. And what columns I need to update? So if you go to this document, it will tell you this columns you should not touch it. Only one column, because this primary key column you should not update. Only this column you have to update. Copy this and you say set what? A dot currency is equivalent to B dot currency. That's it, nothing else. So only one column that you need to update. And after updating, one thing is very, very important. Truncate table, temp currency, you have to compulsorily truncate. So you need to give A. What is A? Dim currency. You should not write like this. It is wrong syntax. Clear? You have to give alias only. What is A? It is alias of this. So end of the day, you need to update the currency table. Clear? So now you take this, go copy, go here. So paste it and it done. So some people, what they do, they give the staging here. Sir, it is not working for me. So they're not seeing properly what I am doing. I'm connecting to the destination, because end of the day, update has to happen into the TARDIS data warehouse. So this is a task. Here we are updating. Okay. Clear? So I have done it for the second table as well. You have to do it for the third, fourth, five, six. And this is how you have to implement, or you need to improve the performance of the package. Clear? So people would tell you, did you implement lookup? Yes. It is faster? Yes. Then what all you have done? So starting to end, tell me. So match data. I am sending it to one more lookup. No match data directly. I am sending it to the dimension table. Something like this. You can tell. Clear? Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, please welcome. Please modify your packages and try to complete this by tomorrow. Thank you, guys.